What's up, Pokemon fans? It's Terrible Shoes once again, and today's video is a very unfortunate one. We are going to be looking at a clip of something that happened very recently, and it actually happened relatively close to where I live as well. There was a Pokemon shop in Manhattan, or a trading card store basically in Manhattan, that while the people were directly inside the place, a smash and grab took place. If you don't know what a smash and grab is, for anyone who's been living under a rock, that is when the thieves quite literally walk in an incredibly fast pace and usually in a group, and they smash all the cases, or figuratively or literally, and they take all of the product that is available in the store and leave with it, or at least the valuable stuff. I couldn't find the original clip of this. Unfortunately, I don't know if the woman who had originally uploaded it, because I saw an interview with her as well on how she felt after this occurred, and I can't seem to find that clip anymore either. I don't know if it got taken down or she took it down personally. So I'm going to use a clip I saw on a news station of this. Not to ramble on too much longer, let's take a look at today's clip.
Police are still looking for those three brazen robbers who walked into Pokecorp and stole $100,000 worth of merchandise. You can see those robbers walk in the store. They're wearing all black with anime backpacks on around 6:45 last night. They smashed the glass display cases while pointing a gun at shoppers. Now, along with the $100,000 worth of merchandise that they stole, the NYPD says the robbers also stole $1,000 from the register before running away westbound on West 13th Street, where this store is located. The founder says the store was filled with more than 40 customers. She says that these suspects were young and they have been in the store before. She says they were very familiar with the layout of the store and they knew exactly where to go.
Now, see, this is something normally at this part of the video, we would make fun of the person a little bit for something really dumb they did, but I think that this is incredibly low, like lower than low, even lower than the whatnot scammers, because these people are actually endangering the people directly around them. You can't really tell if they're armed. It says that they're armed in the news clip. You didn't really see any of that in the footage. Perhaps there's footage from another angle I haven't seen that has them armed, but the news crew said they were armed. I believe that. I mean, technically, they're armed with, at the very least, a hammer or something to break the cases with, as you can see in the clip. But I want to talk about why this is just a really sad thing to see, and why I am starting to really not like this hobby as much as I used to. So basically, this shop had a lot of high value Pokemon cards out on display, and they got immediately raided. I believe they said it was 3 people that did this all in one quick shot, smashed the cases, grabbed the cards, got out. It doesn't appear as though anybody was harmed. Physically, obviously, psychologically, I'm sure this left a huge impact on anyone, especially any younger people in the store, to witness this happen and practically be held at gunpoint while it's happening, and all over shiny cardboard. That's what this entire situation was about, shiny cardboard, and that is what's so unbelievably sickening about this. I am all for Pokemon cards being worth money. I think it's great to pull a high value card, but I hate that that's all this hobby has become about. This hobby has become about nothing but collecting really, really expensive cards and nothing else. And I actually am really sad that this is what it has turned into, because it leads to events like this happening. I feel incredibly bad for the store owner. I really do hope they have the insurance to cover this and they get all their money back, or at least as much back as they can from the stolen goods. But it is just crazy to me that Pokemon has gotten to a state where this is something, because I don't believe this is an uncommon occurrence. We've seen multiple robberies over the last 2 years alone that are directly linked to the theft of Pokemon cards. And they all do the same thing. They come in, they smash the place up, they take all the high value slabs and singles, and they get out. And it's just really disgusting. Um, it just blows my mind that to this day, it doesn't feel like there's anything we can do about this, even as a community. I have a recommendation on what could have stopped this, but I know that there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me on this. See, in my opinion, had the store owner been armed and shot these people, this would have ended the spree right there. Because let's be real, thieves never only hit one place. They will probably hit another card store in the area relatively soon after they have disappeared for a little bit and regrouped. But if these thieves were shot, might make them think differently. And again, I understand a lot of people are actually not cool with that. And I personally don't care what you think, because that's how I think it should be solved. People like this should be shot the second they start doing this and threatening anyone in your store. They should be dead 6 feet under. And no, I don't care if it's over Pokemon cards. It's just, you have to teach people in society they can't steal one way or another. And if it comes to an extreme like that, well, that's unfortunately what it would have to come to. Another thing I'd like to recommend is, I think when it comes to these high value singles, I really don't think card shops should be displaying singles worth over $10 anymore. And I mean that. There should be a list of the singles at the counter that, oh, hi, sweetie. She just woke up. There should be a list of singles at the counter, and then you can request to look at them and see, or request to see the binder while it's heavily supervised. A card shop I used to go to way back in the day actually used to do this like this. This was way before all the robberies for Pokemon cards, but he always did this as a precaution back in the day so he would never get robbed. And you would only be allowed to look at the binder while somebody was supervising you looking at the binder. And if there were like 3 or more people and they came in and grouped up around that counter and asked to look at the binder, they would tell you no. Straight up, they'd say, absolutely fucking not. You are not looking at this. You can see whatever single card you want to see, and that's it. Because a lot of these places used to play it far more safe, but I feel like people are afraid to play it safe because of just how politically motivated everything is nowadays. And I think that a lot of people leave themselves open to being attacked out of fear of being called something they're not. And that's really my big takeaway from this. That's my big piece of advice here, is I really hope more card stores will see this and not put their valuables out front. My best wishes, prayers, whatever you want to call them, I'm sending them out to the card shop owner. If I had any money that I could donate to them to help, I honestly would. And I hope they make a full recovery and get back on their feet and they can move on from this incident. And I also hope that everyone that had to witness this as well is okay or will be okay soon, because nobody should have to sit here and watch this despicable behavior be allowed to be on display with no consequence. It is crazy to me. It is just crazy to me that as a society, we allow these things to happen now just because we can. And that's really my big takeaway from this. Let me know down in the comment section below what your opinion is. What would you do if you owned a card store to prevent things like this from happening? What is your solution to the issue? I'm all for knowing what you think down below. My mind is set and made. That's how it is. There's no change in mine, but I want to know what you think. I'm Terrible Shoes. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Again, thank you all for the support. I always greatly appreciate you watching my videos, and I will see you then.